Lyceans. Once again, welcome to the second Mr. and Miss LPU Davao of the Lyceum of the Philippines Davao Foundation Week 2021, Cultivating Excellence, Building on Strength. And we are now on Zoom, and I believe we have 218 participants on Zoom. But do not worry, everything will be recorded and we will play everything on our official Facebook page of the Lyceum of the Philippines Davao. And again, to give us her opening remarks, may we call the Dean of the Junior College, Dr. Marlene D. Biton. A virtual round of applause.
To the President of LPU Davao, Dr. Peter P. Laurel, the Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Felipe G. Balingit Jr., to the program heads, unit heads, faculty, staff, students, parents, and everyone, my warmest greetings to all of you. As we celebrate this second foundation week of our young institution, we've decided to tread into an uncommon path where others may not dare, that of pursuing an event that showcases the beauty, wit, and passion of our dear students. Truly, this may seem impossible for us to do during these trying times, but if we adhere to excellence, everything becomes possible because it gives us strength. We believe in the fact that creativity and innovations are limitless dimensions. There are many ways and reasons to make things happen. We always think positive, and we cannot just lock down what we know that we can do. We should show and tell the world that treasures should be shared. Talents must be unleashed, no matter what. But of course, we abide with all the health standards and safety protocols set by the authorities. Then, it is with deep pride and excitement that I present to you this competition, the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021. May we all be blessed in our goals in this undertaking. To our participants, may the best among the best win. Thank you. Good luck.
Wow, that was a very wonderful remarks from our Dean of the Junior College, Dr. Marlene D. Biton. And now, for our next segment, I will be introducing to you our panel of judges for this year's Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021. Our first judge, a licensed professional teacher of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Ginoong Mintal 2014, Mr. Education USEP 2015, Ginoong USEP 2015 second runner-up, Mr. United Future Educators of Davao 2016, Kapamilya Mas Winner Ka, Bidang Pogi Season 4 fourth runner-up, Top Faces of Davao 2017, Mr. Oroderm Body 2018, Mr. Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges, Region 11 2018, first ever Mr. Anytime Fitness 2019, and the boy who went viral on social media as Mr. Food is Life ng Davao. Our first judge, Mr. UJ B. Regner. Our second judge, a graduate of the University of Southeastern Philippines, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics, a private school teacher for 4 years, public school teacher for 2 years, and a licensed professional teacher. Mutya ng Davao second runner-up, Miss Intramural second runner-up 2012, Miss Education 2014 at the University of Southeastern Philippines. United Future Educators of Davao Ambassadress 2015 and Miss PTYCO second runner-up 2013. Our second judge, Miss Rovi Licos. Our third judge, University of Southeastern Philippines Mr. Education 2014, Mr. University of Southeastern Philippines 2014, Mr. Mindanao Association for State Tertiary Schools 2014 Region 11, National Qualifier for Mr. Philippine Association for State Universities and Colleges 2014, Mr. United Future Educators of Davao 2015, Mr. Keepers Club International 2015, Ginoong Pamantasan ng Davao 2016 and a Davao's representative for Ginoong Pamantasan ng Mindanao 2016. Our third judge, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ernest Aristotle Prudente. And now, the heat must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, our competition proper. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your candidates for the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021 on their production number, talent show, sports attire, advocacy campaign, and ethnic attire.
Manique, 17, representing Asgard! Tyrone Rosal, 16, Vanaheim! John Royce B. Fibaldo, 17, Nidavellir. Marcos Bello II, 17, Utenheim. Nazirgal Jamie Kabani, 21, Midgard! Vincent Magaspat, 20, Alfheim!
Mas magaling pang aso sa'yo eh. Ganun na ba kababa ang tingin mo sa akin? Binigay ko naman ang lahat ng mga kaya ko. Pero ganyan lang, lalaitin. Gaano ba kahirap dinggin ang damdamin? Wala ba nagturo sa'yo huwag manghusga sa mga hindi mo naiintindihan? Dahil hindi mo alam. Ayaw mo malaman. Paano mo malalaman kung patuloy ka nagmamayabang taas no? Kung patuloy mo tinataging buksan ang mga mata mo? Sa katotohanan na hindi lahat ng tao may kakayahan. Hindi lahat ng tao perfecto ang nilalang. Kaya pasensya ka na kung ako'y nagkulang. Pasensya ka na kung hindi ko natugunan ang iyong mga inaasahan. Pasensya ka na sapagkat ako'y tao lamang. Alam mo, bye, Koy!
Sometimes I lay Yeah, my yeah. Rafa. My dick, my dick, my dick, my dick, my Eddie Fay. My dick, yeah. My dick, my dick, my
It's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. Ooh la la la, it's the natural law that the refugee so easy. Ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la la. Natural law that ooh la 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 la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la la, it's the natural law.
Shh.
I know you get tongue-tied, you trip over your words. Spend all of your young life in your tiptoes and it hurts. Feel like you break down every other day. You know it's okay not to be okay. Feels like you piss people off whenever you talk. Tired of this tightrope you walk. Darling, you're way too hard on yourself. I don't know why you don't ask for help. Doesn't mean we're giving up the fight now. Everybody needs a place to hide out. Come meet me at my treehouse. Yeah, we'll be blowing sweet clouds. Yeah, we can pretend the world's just you and me when the lights are out below us. You ever start to freak out? Come meet me at my treehouse. We can forget the world, just you and me. Oh yeah, it's alright now.
Hey, it's alright not to be alright. I know you have hopeless days and sleepless nights. You working a job that you don't even like. And it got so dark you can't see the lights. They don't know what you feel inside, then I can't say that I do too. But I'd like to get to understand. You can say what you feel too if you need to. I ain't judging that, I'm just wondering when you're coming back to this tree house and this hideout. If you need a little time out, smoke a little
Come
and just
meet me
vibe
at
out.
my treehouse. Yeah, we'll be blowing sweet clouds. Yeah, we can pretend the world's just you and me when the lights are out below us. You ever
labis na iunin biyahe mo bawat saglit. Pag naalala ka, wala naman magawa. Ooh, gotta baby, na ako sanay na wala ka. Mahirap ang mag-isa sa gabing nahanap kita. Hanggang kailan ako maghihintay na sama ka muli sa buhay kong puno ng kahirap. Matanging ikaw
piling niya, hindi ko na pipili pa. Ang tanging hiling ko lang sa kanya, kang paluhain at alagaan ganyan.
taking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm in your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy now, I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts. Risk it, although it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. 'Cause I give you all of me. Oh.
Good day. This is a monologue from Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I am not exaggerating. This is the way I reason. I have suspected you unjustly. That is nothing. It is our right to cherish suspicion. Although suspicion directed above ourselves is an abuse. But without proofs, in a fit of rage, with the object wrecking my vengeance, I have denounced you as a convict. You, a respectable man, a mayor, a magistrate. That is serious. Very serious. I have insulted authority in your person. I, an agent of the authorities? If one of my subordinates have done what I have done, I should have declared him unworthy of the service and have him expelled. Well, stop, Mr. Mayor. One word more. I have been often severe in the course of my life towards others. I have done well, and that is just. Now, if I have not been severe towards myself, all the justice that I would have done would become injustice. Ought I to spare myself more than others? No! What? I should not be good for nothing but to chastise others and not myself. Why? I should be the blackguard. Those who say that blackguard of a Jover should be in the right. Mr. Mayor, I do not desire that you should treat me kindly. Your kindness roused sufficient bad blood in me when it was directed to others. I want none of it For myself, this kindness, which consists of upholding a woman of a town against a citizen, a police agent against a mayor, a man who is down against a man who is up in the world, that is what I call false kindness. That is the sort of kindness that disorganizes society. Good God, it is really easy to be kind. The difficulty lies in being just. Come, if you had been what I taught you, I should not have been kind to you. Not I. You would have seen. Mr. Mayor, I must treat myself as I would treat any other man. When I have subdued malefactors, when I proceeded with vigor against rascals, I often said to myself, if you flinch, if I caught you in a fault, you may rest at your ease. I have flinched. I have caught myself in the fault. So much the worse. Come, discharged, cashiered, expelled. That is well. I have arms. I will till the soil. It makes no difference to me. Mr. Mayor, the good of the service demands an example. I simply require that you discharge me immediately.
Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some covers share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I'm in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it will lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. That may be all I need. In darkness, she's all I see. So come on, raise your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave.
The fashion industry has long since dominated our lives. It seems that people can't help but participate in its popular trends and aesthetics. However, beyond its beautiful facade, this industry is actually hiding a dark secret. The fashion industry contributes 10% of the world's carbon emissions. In fact, producing the same pair of jeans releases as much carbon as driving a car 80 miles. It is also the second most water polluting industry. Textile dyeing produces about 20% of global wastewater, which heavily affects the environment. As the world continues to advance, more people are encouraged to regularly update their wardrobes. This is to avoid outfit repeating and to keep up with the trends. These people unknowingly contribute to the continued deterioration of our planet. That's why I'm urging you today to avoid excessive clothing consumption. Adapt a minimalist approach and only buy clothes you need. Upcycle your wardrobe if necessary. And the next time you shop, choose garments with high quality materials that will not wither over time. It's about time we shift our mindset to consciously choose sustainability. A little change can make a huge impact. Let us all work together to reach the bigger end goal. A better environment, a better society, a better future for years to come.
We're all too familiar with one of the famous quotes from our national hero. Jose Rizal once said, "Ang kabataan ay pag-asa ng bayan." But how can we work our way up to the future of our youth when our youth has engraved a stigma from peers and surroundings? Did you know that mental health is an important factor on functioning as an individual in a society? Also, mental health drastically affects emotions, psychological thinking, and social well-being. Taking good care of one's mental health must be a priority, and seeking help must also be acknowledged and should not be a burden. Due to the pandemic, the World Health Organization and the Department of Health issues the increase of unstable mental health, especially for teenagers. In support of the DOH Administrative Order and Mental Health Act, it supports the group of individuals to establish programs to protect and to strengthen mental health by introducing you the Voice Out Advocacy, in which supports the students of LPU to be a safe place to reach out and to build a community of encouragement to those who are in need of listening and healing. I know mental health is a heavy topic, and Filipinos see the gradual acceptance of the matter being discussed. The goal is spreading and strengthening a safe place and comfort, not just in our community and LPU, but also include our neighboring communities. Here I am, hoping in taking a lead and letting you know that every change starts within you. I am Felicity Verbo from Cluster Asgard believes that we should save our today for a better tomorrow.
Veritas et Fortitudo. I am Laika Meas Bagakay,
And I am Tyrone Lusal,
representing
Banaheim.
Vanaheim.
The 8th Sustainable Development Goal is our chosen advocacy of decent work and economic growth.
As a candidate of Mr. and Miss LPU Davao, we would like to take this chance to form a platform of amplifying voices for the issues we are to overcome to develop a better environment. Supporting the platform of economic growth is focused on supporting and promoting sustained, inclusive economic development that allows developing and developed countries to thrive. Our goal is to leave no one behind in our endeavor of a better world for all without socioeconomic status discrimination. A better life to all inhabitants of Earth.
Decent Work is a platform that focuses on the full, productive, and suitable employment to everyone to secure the basic necessities of life. We preach to amplify the voices of the labor force for a more concrete fundamentals of our economy and its basic units and to provide to families decent and optimal living. We speak for the endeavor of better life and better living.
This was Laika Mayas Bagakay
And Tyron Rosal,
representing
Banahan.
Banahan.
Good day, everyone. I am Mr. Fivaldo, and I am here to talk about and spread awareness about this mental illness called depression. Depression is a common and serious mental illness that negatively affects how we feel, how we think, and how we act. Luckily for us, it is treatable. Depression causes feeling sad and loss of interest about once you enjoyed. Depression can lead to physical and emotional problems. It can decrease someone's functionality at home, at work, or at school. People with depression are caused by traumatic experiences such as abuse, death, or loss of a relative or someone you cared about, genetics, and past illnesses. Do you know that students or people are most likely to be happy all the time, who are very funny, who are isolated with everyone, who prefers to be alone, are more likely to be depressed? This results to feeling sad all the time, changes in appetite. You may turn from skinny then turn to fat because of stress eating, unhealthy sleeping routine. This is commonly called as insomnia, I think. The worst of all, we have having suicidal thoughts. Depressed people are most likely to be prone to suicide. Now that you have acquired information about depression, I would like to advise you to be there for others, be a source of positivity. I just want you to take care of other people, learn to be more caring. I believe that happiness is the key to everything. I want everyone to be relieved by this depression, and that's all I can say. Thank you.
The world seems to be on pause as we are battling this pandemic, but at the same time, everything is fast-paced. We are still processing and adjusting to the way of life we have known, as our educational system is adapting to distance learning and teaching. However, with the rising toll of the virus, increased workloads, and other associated effects of the global issue, mental stress is becoming more prevalent.
People don't really understand it until you actually see it coming at you.
The cause of the blast is not yet known.
The number of COVID-19 cases here in the country has now breached the 500,000 mark.
Mga schools na handa na daw sila na magbukas ng online.
Ayoko na lang mag-aral man, nahihirapan ako dito. Gusto ko pumunta na lang sa school.
The faculty members have been experiencing the pressure of redoing their lesson plans into effective digital forms. With teachers educating, advising, and the public expectations, they are on the edge of emotional burnout. Many students have been reported with high stress levels due to online and modular learning, family situations, rigid deadlines, and the national political climate. The Luzon campuses of the Lyceum of the Philippines University, namely Batangas, Cavite, and Manila, have already started the mental stress and disorder awareness. With this, I want to reach out and be the voice of the Lyceans who are struggling with the blended educational learning system. Sufficing the mental health needs of the faculty members and students is indeed a critical mission. But I firmly believe that awareness without an act is an irresponsible choice. And through this movement, I want to take that step for us. Thus, we must start an initiative to make a difference and create a better world and home for humanity.
Filipinos have a lot of misinformations and beliefs regarding health issues, which they thought can bring benefit with their health yet not. Having these unsure informations could affect or worsen the situation. It could lead to a serious problem, especially with the future generations. Having a society which is uncertain about proper health knowledge is perilous, which I think should be highlighted as a relevant concern in our country. Having a proper healthcare is certainly hard for people who are in remote places and are only dependable to local quack doctors, which are not advisable. As a probinsyano, I have some friends and former schoolmates who are in this kinds of situation. As a person who is health conscious, it is very alarming to know that almost half the world's population lack access with essential healthcare services. According to WHO, it is estimated that 5 million people die every year because of poor quality healthcare. Lending more budget with our health services and providing much affordable and free health necessities to low and middle class people could help lessen this concern. We should unite and help our nearest fellow men who we may know that are in needs of proper healthcare. And I do encourage professionals in different health fields to educate people and help those who are less fortunate that don't have much income to support their health needs. As a student advocator, I would like to address to the people to help stop spreading false informations in all social platforms. Knowing that we are in the middle of a pandemic and spreading false news could affect their decisions and worsen the problem. Simply being a responsible news carrier is a big help in putting this issue to an end. Always remember that information are important because it is shared with people. And having unity and compassion to others is in need for us to accomplish our mission and to achieve our vision. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Richie and Colleen Gates, STEM 11 of Lyceum of the Philippines University, and I'm currently here in Carmen, Davao del Norte. Poverty is a major issue in our world today, where people cannot afford the necessities required to survive. People in poverty are often exposed to crowded working and living conditions. As a result, they are exposed to contagious and infectious diseases such as tuberculosis, malaria, and HIV or AIDS. Most of the poor people live in rural areas such as these and work primarily in farming and agriculture. Lack of infrastructure prevents the Philippines' economy from growing. The population growth rate of the Philippines is 1.54% per year. Because of this, it prevents the country's economy from growing, and this makes poverty even worse due to the increase of population. Ladies and gentlemen, until the government can provide actual jobs for our people, then we will always be poor, and the squatters will only continue to multiply at an exponential rate. Lack of proper education is also one of the many causes of poverty in the Philippines. Uneducated people, and they marry very early in life and have so many children that they can't support. Some leave their children on the streets to make money for them, begging others to give them money. There are ways you viewers can help. Even just small amounts can make a big difference. 1. You can donate to your local or global organizations. Volunteering. Last but not the least is a sponsor. Now tell me, with these facts in mind, what will you do? Will you take the lead or stay stuck being here?
Hello everybody, this is Nancy Jamie Cabani, the Midgard's Mr. LPU 2021. As we live in our world today where the pandemic continues to exist, we are limited when it comes to social correspondence and interaction with other people, thus forcing us to rely on technological connections and virtual gatherings through different social media platforms. While it is true that modern day advancement brings so much comfort and convenience when it comes to long distance communication and social interaction through social media platforms, it also offers a lot of disadvantages. Scamming, internet phishing, cyberbullying, and misleading information are just few of those disadvantages that it offers. In line with this, I'm advocating for safer and more secure usage of technology by emphasizing the importance of digital literacy. Through a series of webinars and publication materials regarding digital literacy, we will be reminded of things that we need to do for us to achieve a higher internet security. This will not only be beneficial for our students taking up online classes, but also for those employees who are working in their homes or in their offices using technology. Also, this will help our older generations learn more on how to utilize our technology wisely. In our days where we sometimes depend on the information found on the internet, we need to learn how to be critical and smart when discerning this information. Also, emphasizing more on digital literacy will not only help us how to become safe when using our technology, but this will also equip us with technological skills that would be of great benefit to help build our future. Again, this is Nancy Jamie Cabani, Midgards at Mr. LPU 2021.
Realign your purpose and perspective in this time of pandemic. My advocacy is about mental health awareness. This problem has been on our doorsteps for many years now, but it is still one of the most discussed concerns that we are facing right now. At the beginning of the pandemic, there was an increase of individuals who are experiencing fear, anxiety, and depression. No one expected this, and there is a lot of people who are not prepared for such a calamity like this. Have you? Most of our family members and friends have been through this condition. The reason is that maybe they have lost their jobs, their plans for 2020 have been cancelled, they have financial concerns, or they have lost a loved one. Our situations makes us overthink. What if I get infected? Can I still support my family? Or is this the end of me? A lot of people chose to end their lives because they cannot handle the pressure and they have lost hope. I and my family have reflected all the negative things that had happened, but we know our purpose in life. We counted the blessings that we have, and we were able to think better and plan for the present and future days ahead of us. My goal is to be able to encourage everyone and my fellow youth. I desire to push and empower everyone around me to still go forward and have hope. Everyone is experiencing their struggles and pressures in life. But the only thing that we can do is to adapt, because that is the only way that we can cope up with all the negative things that is happening to us today. I ask everyone who is struggling with stress, anxiety, and depression to remember that this is not the end for you. Ending your life is not the answer. Realign your plans, and we need to accept the things that we can and cannot do anymore. We should move forward, because nothing will happen if we just ponder on the things that we cannot do anymore. I encourage everyone who is coping up with this pandemic is to also help others, help the people in your community to stand. No man is an island. Find new things that will keep your mind occupied and remove all the negative elements that will rob your joy from living. Count your blessings and treasure every moment. Realign your purpose and perspective in this time of pandemic.
I'm Margaret Nicole Ray and I'm from Alpine, and this is my advocacy.
My advocacy is nature conservancy for policies that benefit human health and safety, protect lands, waters, oceans, and wildlife. We have been so wrong. We must change our lives so that it will be possible to live for what is good for the world, will be good for us, and that requires that we make the effort to know the world and learn what is good for it. And I encourage practical solutions to climate change, recognizing that conservation success and human lives and livelihoods depend on bold, immediate action. With that belief in mind, we look for ways in which we all can work together to have a positive impact, now and for generations to come. Nature can unite us all, and I am looking forward to be a voice and to lead the action for nature.
believe as the ocean rises, so we will.
Wow, that was our Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021 candidates on their production number, talent show, sports attire, advocacy campaign video, and ethnic attire. Indeed, Laisians do not just value beauty during this pandemic and at the same time during this pageant, but also we value academic competence and social relevance. Last February 12, 2021, the candidates already conducted their preliminary interview and question and answer portion. They were very competent, especially they are very intelligent. And as we all know, just for the information of everyone, 40% will be for our retained preliminary scores or for the different portion, just like the production number, talent show, sports attire, advocacy campaign video, and ethnic attire. 40% on their question and answer portion and 20% for the overall impact. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time to announce the winners.
Walks barely down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another.
Our Mr. Congeniality. From the college, Midgard, Nance Regal J. Mikabani. Our Miss Congeniality. Our Miss Congeniality from the Junior College, Asgard, Felicity Verbo. Our Mr. Photogenic. From the Junior College ni Davilier, John Royce B. Frivaldo. Miss Photogenic from the Junior College ni Davilier, April Praise M. Travenio. Our Mr. Eloquent from the College Midgard, Nance Regal J. Mikabani. Our Miss Eloquent from the Junior College, Utenheim, Richian. Our People's Choice Award for the male candidate. For our female candidate, April Praise M. Travenio. For our Male People's Choice Award, From the Junior College, Vanaheim, Tyrone Rosal. Now let's proceed to our minor awards. Best Advocacy Campaign Video. For our male candidate, we have College, Midgard, Nance Regal, Jamie Cabani. Female Best Advocacy Campaign Video from the Junior College, Asgard, Felicity Verbo. Now let's have our Best in Production number for the male category. Our Best in Production number from the College, Midgard, Nance Regal, Jamie Cabani. For our female Best in Production number from the Junior College ni Davilier, April Praise M. Treveno. Let's have our Best in Talent for male. We have from the College, Midgard, Nance Regal, Jamie Cabani. Now for our Best in Talent female category, we have from the Junior College, Utenheim, Richian Colleen Gates. And now, let's have our Best in Sports Attire male category. We have from the College, Midgard, Nance Regal, Jamie Cabani. Now for our female Best in Sports Attire, from the Junior College ni Davilier, April Praise M. Treveno. Proceeding to our Best in Ethnic Attire male category. We have from the College, Midgard, Nance Regal, Jamie Cabani. And now for our Best in Ethnic Attire female category, we have from the Junior College, Utenheim, Richian Colleen Gates. And now, the moment you have been waiting for, we will now award our major awards for the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021. Starting with our Mr. LPU Davao 2021 second runner-up. Alpine, Vincent Makaspa. Our Mr. LPU Davao second runner-up from the College Alpine, Vincent Makaspa. And now for our Miss LPU Davao 2021 second runner-up. From the Junior College Asgard, Felicity Verbo. Our Miss LPU Davao second runner-up from the Junior College Asgard, Felicity Verbo. And now for our Mr. LPU Davao 2021 first runner-up. From the Junior College Asgard, Earl Shaltel Maniquez. Once again, our Mr. LPU Davao first runner-up from the Junior College Asgard, Earl Shaltel Maniquez. And now for our Miss LPU Davao first runner-up. From the Junior College Utenheim, Richie Ann Colleen Gates. Once again, our Miss LPU Davao first runner-up from the Junior College Utenheim, Richie Ann Colleen Gates. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Mr. LPU Davao 2021. Nance Regal Jamie Cabani. Once again, your Mr. LPU Davao 2021, Mr. Nance Regal Jamie Cabani.
Nance Regal Jamie Cabani, 21, Midgard!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Miss LPU Davao 2021 is... from the Junior College to Cavalier, April Grace Entrevenio. Once again, your Miss LPU Davao 2021, Miss April Grace Entrevenio.
April Traudenio, 17, ni Cavalier!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2021, of course, here in the Lyceum of the Philippines, Davao. And I want to thank all of you for participating, especially our candidates, our admin, and our faculty and staff, and of course, to all of the students. Once again, I am your host, RJ, now signing off.
With nothing but your t-shirt on. With nothing but your t-shirt on.
Robin Sanipulan,
And I'm Maria Patricia Justine Velez,
bringing you the latest update.
and juicy as chicas on Regnum 2021.
This is LPU Talks.
Good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon, Patricia, and of course, good afternoon to this beautiful lady, none other than the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao first runner-up, none other than Miss Jinky Lorraine Bangkot. Let's give her a virtual round of applause.
Hello, Jinky. How are you feeling this lovely afternoon?
Good afternoon, Sir John and Ate Pat. I'm a little bit nervous, but it is an honor to be here. So I'd like to greet everyone, also to all our viewers. Good afternoon to you guys.
Alright, so thank you so much for your greetings to our viewers. Miss Jinky, since you were declared as the first runner-up of the previous Miss LPU Davao in our foundation week, what happened after the coronation night, or what opportunities were opened?
Yeah, last year it was the coronation night for the Mr. and Miss LPU 2020. After the coronation night, it was very fulfilling, because joining a pageant, it's not easy, like the preparation and all the things that you need to do, like being nervous, but then after that, it feels like you've done such a great thing, because to be part of the first, it's the first ever Mr. and Miss LPU 2020, and it was an honor to be part of it, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm sure that I can treasure with me for my whole life.
Yes, actually, being part of a pageant really has a lot of implications for you. It can help you to grow, it can help you unleash potentials within yourself, and it will also help you to gain confidence as well.
Yes, because one of the greatest thing that can help a participant in joining a pageant is the personal development.
Yes.
So a great, most especially the self-confidence. And we wanna know, we've heard a lot about you, Jinky, because we do our researches, of course, our guests. You are a known entrepreneur. Since you are an ABM student, so could you please tell us about your sidelines?
Okay. So, it started as a hobby when I was young. before I only started selling pre-love clothes. Pre-love clothes, that the clothes na yung ayaw mo na suotin, and then so I posted all of that, and then the money that I earned from that, I started to use it as my capital, and then rolling lang until I found that, oh my god, I think I love doing this. And then I continued, and now there are a lot of people who actually supports me, like shout out to LPU family, and I'm so grateful for them. Yeah, so that's a little backstory of my entrepreneurship journey.
That's a great thing about Jinky, as young as she is right now. She is really a business-minded person.
Yes.
So not all people around us. I know that there are a lot of people that who wanted to do such thing, but who lack support. So fortunately, you have a very supportive family and friends.
Yes, this will also inspire young aspirants as well. That this businesses it has a very wide scope, it has a wide range, so everyone can engage into it as long as you have the willingness and you are willing to earn and you have the means to be able to conduct such business. And going back to being the first runner-up,
Yes.
I just would like to ask, since Miss Perilia mentioned
Yes,
that
that
you were her
biggest
titles
competitor.
or greatest competitor. So how does it feel that you were the greatest competitor of our previous Miss LPU?
Actually, I'm very flattered to know that she actually said that. But then, it feels good knowing that I was her biggest competitor. But then, you see, if you join a pageant, you do not see your competitors as your competitors. You see them as your friends. Because, at the end of the day, it's not always the crown and the title you're going to bring with you, but then it's the friends you've gained, the experiences you have, because that's it. That's the purpose of the beauty pageant. It's not always about the competition and the title.
Yes.
They have the same mindset for Rilio, right? So in joining a pageant, you should consider your the other contestant as a friend. So
Yes.
because you are gaining learnings also from them, based from their experiences
Yes.
as well.
And you should be open to other people's, because they may contribute to your growth as a person and
That's sport.
in your social skills as well. Because if you will keep on focusing on the title alone, then you will not be open to opportunities and as well as rooms for development, because other people can actually contribute to whatever weaknesses or whatever lacking things you have within yourself.
Okay, exactly. So,
Yes.
could you please tell us what happened yesterday with the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao?
Yes, I believe there were issues, and I believe that we will be able to disclose what really happened.
Yes.
I was part of the committee for the Mr. and Miss LPU Davao, and I was there. I was able to witness while they were recording for their production number, their ethnic attire, their sports attire, and actually them having the guts to join this pageant makes already all of them winners. Because I've witnessed they have encountered a lot of struggles and challenges. Compared to us last year, we were given enough time to practice for our dance, to practice for our ramp, our poses, but then since today we are in an online setting, so which doesn't give them enough time to plan what they should do. It's very fun, and it's very fun to have a little bond with our candidates last time, because while they were practicing for their dance, at the same time on the side I was helping the girls now to practice on how to ramp, and we were doing a little bit of exercises to achieve the right ramp and poses. We were helping each other, so you see, if while being an audience, no, you see na we're competing with each other, but then you do not know what's behind the scenes. Now we were like sisters, we were friends with everyone, and we were just helping each other. So yeah, that's one advice that I can give to all the candidates out there and to other students who wants to join pageants and who are aspiring to become beauty queens. Always remember that life is short, and go out of your comfort zone, because when you go out of your comfort zone, that's when you truly grow and you learn things that you will carry with you for your lifetime.
Yes, that is a very good trait coming from Miss Bangkot, because actually during competitions, you should always remember that other people can really help you, and you should really help also other people, because there are things that you are really knowledgeable about. Just like Miss Bangkot, she is very familiar with pageants and ramp modeling, and so she is very familiar with all of those. So instead of keeping those skills or those edge to herself, she imparted it with other candidates so that other candidates can also keep up and can also do and can also contribute to her as well on the things that she lacks.
Also, the journey of Jinky does not stop last coronation night or last years. It continue until now in helping our official candidates. That's a good thing about you, Jinky. Thank you so much for your untiring support in making this Mr. and Miss LPU Davao segment possible.
Yes, that's very true. Well, if you don't mind, Jinky, what do you think will be the most important character, or what is the most important character that a candidate should portray or embody for her to be hailed as the next Miss LPU Davao or Mr. LPU Davao?
You know, joining pageants, you shouldn't only be like, you shouldn't only look good and present yourself good into the people, but you also need to have the character, because that's very important when you join pageants, because you know, pageant is like having a family. In fact, our GC with previous candidates now from Mr. and Miss LPU 2020 is still alive. Like Charles just sent, like my partner for the Mr. LPU first runner-up, he just sent pictures that we had before. Like it feels nostalgic, no? That reminds us of the good old days. But then going back to the question, I think one of the most important, what was that again? Quality character that a candidate must have is to become confident. You should be confident when you join pageants, because like what I said earlier, it's not easy to stand up there and show everyone what you have, especially now, sir and Ate Pat, no? We are in an online setting, so their audience is a little bit more bigger, if that's the right term, no? Because we are in an online platform. They post everything on Facebook and other social media platforms, no? So people have more access to watch their rap and everything, unlike the face-to-face, no? There is only a limited amount of the audience. So yeah, it's very important to be confident.
Yes, that's true, because in an online setting, we have a big audience.
Yes.
We reach not only Davao City, Philippines, but we reach in the entire world, and that's a big audience. That's a great thing. And also, Jinky doesn't want to tell that faking your confidence. Meaning, be yourself in presenting yourself, because I think that's a good character quality in winning. Winning a title.
Yes, building your own identity when it
yes.
comes to pageant is a very important factor as well in winning, because you should not portray other people. Just like the previous Miss Universe, Miss Catriona Gray, she had a different kind of walk compared to the previous Miss Universe as well, Miss Pia Wurtzbach. They have different identities and they have different trademarks that makes them different from each other, but they still stand out among the candidates.
Exactly, because people can feel if you're copying if you're imitating other personality, and people can feel if you are faking your confidence or you're faking your own identity. You have to build your own identity in order for other people will remember you for the entire for your entire life, and that's a great thing.
Thank you so much for sharing your Miss LPU experience with us, Jinky. So now let's move on to your business entrepreneur side.
Okay, so let's try your skills in selling an item.
Yes.
So,
I just would like to remind you, sir, to remind our viewers that
you're
this
wearing right now.
apparel that you are wearing is actually from Jinky's very own business, which is called Clothing by Jinky.
Okay, so wearing this t-shirt coming from Jinky, feels comfortable.
Yes, this is a tie-dye t-shirt.
Yes.
It's actually very comfortable, and the cloth is a very smooth as well, and it is not it is not too tight or yes, and it's very comfortable as well, and it's very nice. And I can see that Jinky also as well is a fashion icon, and she really loves to dress up as well. So she sells different kinds of products or apparels that she also likes, right?
So what are you waiting for? Support Clothing by Jinky.
All right. So do you want to personally plug your business?
Sure. It's Clothing by Jinky on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you also want to become a seller like me, I have a Facebook group which I post all the sale items and bundles. If you guys want to start, aside from the retail na mga clothes, I'm also selling bundles. So you guys can start your own little business if you want to explore and try. No.
Wow, you're not only selling items, you're also helping other entrepreneurs to really have their own name in the business industry. That's a good character.
Support local, support Davao. All right, so I can also we can also see the growth because as mentioned by Jinky earlier, she started at a very young age in developing this kind of business. And look at what happened now. She already had a registered business. And she's also helping other people, and her business is expanding as well because instead of just retailing, focusing on retailing, she's now selling bundles. So hopefully soon, Jinx, we'll be able to see your stalls in the
your
malls.
branches all over the Philippines.
All right, so don't forget to support our first runner-up's very own business, Clothing by Jinky.
And
All right.
of course, we cannot leave the studio without having a small game.
Yes. Of course, since you've mentioned that you are an entrepreneur, let's try to test your entrepreneur
I will give you an item and you try to give
Sell it. Yes.
market this item. Okay,
Yes.
so where are the items, ladies and gentlemen?
So we have 3 objects in which you are going to sell. We are going to show the viewers how you are going to market these items. So these are just random items that we can find here in the studio.
Let's try your skills.
All right. Are you ready, Jinx? Yes. All right. So let's begin.
Item number 1.
Item number 1.
Let's try this from Minute Burger. How are we going to sell that one, Jinky?
Okay, so assuming that I am selling through live, so before you start a live selling, let me give you a little tips, no? If you want to increase your viewers, then you can start by having a little game for them so that the viewers will share, because that's how you will what do we call this? That's how you will get more viewers by having a little game, something like that. And then for them to join the game, then they must have the share badge. It's on Facebook Live, so you will gain that share badge if they shared your video. So after you do that, then you have a lot of viewers already. You must have a target amount of viewers. So let's say I'm gonna start selling when I'll reach 100 viewers, and then when you reach that specific number of viewers, then that's when you're going to start selling. Wait. Okay, so we have an item here. It is a Minute Burger juice. So it's in a cup, and then if you sell, it's very important to be honest and to be transparent, no? Because it's very hard to purchase items or things online that you don't see personal. So you need to be honest, like you explain what can you see. So this is a cup, and then if I turn it around, you can see here there's logos and everything, but we're not selling things, but that's how I do in my clothing, no? So since this is a cup of juice, so you explain. So sino gusto nito, di ba? Sinong nauuhaw dyan? May Minute Burger tayo dito. Sige, so pagbuksan natin, ang makikita mo ay orange juice. So alam nyo, ang orange juice ay napaka-sustansya nito. May vitamin C. It will help you, it will give you energy and to go along your day. So if you're kind of sad today, then bilhin nyo na to, Minute Burger orange juice. Mine.
Well, actually, Patricia, we're not having a little game. We're having a seminar here. How are you going to gain more viewers?
Yes. Miss LPU, first runner-up / seminarista. Alright, so I believe that we're now down to our second item.
Second item, let's try to sell this ring light. How are you going to sell this one, Jinky?
Alright.
Okay, so dito may ring light tayo. Kung kayo ay gusto na magkaroon ng inyong little photo shoot or gusto nyo ma-achieve ang aesthetic nyo para sa inyong Instagram, pagkat ito ang perfect na item para sa inyo. So,
dapat if mga items na ganito ginagamit yung mga for technology, no, if this one belong to accessories or mga ganon, dapat alam nyo yung dimensions niya, like is this a 26 cm ring light, what are the extras here? We have a wire, and then you can see there's buttons here. You can change the light into 3 moods, so may yellow, may white, may light, merong bright, no, because the seller must know, the buyers must know all of those. So dito may phone holder tayo, and as you can see, ang phone holder natin dito ay ano siya, stretchable. So, pwede siya portrait, pwede siya landscape. This one, we're selling this since pre-love na po ito. Since we used here in our studio, so it's pre-love. We're selling this for only 350 pesos. Okay, next item.
Wow, Jinky, just like what you mentioned, you have to be honest with your buyer.
Damit or something.
Yes, and of course, our last item would be this microphone.
Since this is my forte.
Ay, damit daw. So,
okay, sige, mas maganda dito, Sir John, if when worn. You know, sige, start muna tayo, guys, ha. Dito makikita nyo, ang tag niya is workshop. It's in the size mall. And then, pag nagbebenta kayo ng damit, it's very important to check if may flaws. Okay, so start tayo sa sleeve, dito sa ilalim. So as you can see, guys, it's good as brand new, para na kayong bumili sa mall. So ang design niya dito ay stripes, very trendy. And then ang kanyang quality is makapal, hindi basta-basta napupunit. So dito hindi tayo nagbebenta ng mga putyo-putyo, nagbebenta tayo ng high quality items. Okay, at the back dito, walang flaw. So, mas na-appreciate kasi ng viewers natin or buyers natin pag when worn. So, Sir John, ganito siya, guys, pag when worn. So, we're selling this for only 100 pesos. For only 100 pesos, may trendy na kayo na sweater. Pwede nyo suotin kapag magsisini kayo or just chilling in your room and wanting to take the perfect selfie, then maganda ito, guys. So, if you want this, comment, mine stripe for only 100 pesos.
Mine.
Mine when worn. Thank you so much, Jinky, for showcasing your marketing or selling strategies with us.
You know, Patricia, I'm not into selling item, but I learned a lot about because in the present generation, when it comes to advertisement, when it comes to selling an item, they usually sugarcoat everything.
Yes.
They tell something that doesn't really exist in an item.
Let me add, if you want to sell and if you want to if you want your shop to grow, you need to be honest that you would able to maintain a good relationship with your buyers, because it's very important, no, na when they receive the item, they will see na, uy, magandang quality nito. Oh, she's being honest with what she said. I've seen the flaw here, you know, and then that's when you gain their trust and they're gonna purchase again to your shop, no? Yeah.
Welcome to Jinky's seminar.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jinky.
Yes, thank you so much, Jinky, for showcasing your talents and as well as your marketing skills with us. So we have to remember what I learned from this segment, John, is actually apart from the things that she said regarding being a pageantera or joining pageant, I've realized that we have to open we have to grab a lot of opportunities as well, because we should not restrict ourselves into things that we're comfortable with. We should explore, and by then we'll be able to unleash different sides of us in which we realize that yes, I can be beautiful and at the same time an entrepreneur. So we have to be open, and we have to discover a lot of sides with us so that we will be able to grow as well.
Yes, that's true, that you have to try anything that you felt that you are good at, okay? Because sometimes in life, you realize that you are not only good at this craft, but you can do 3 crafts at the same time.
Yes.
Just like Jinky is a pageantera, she is a pageantera at the same time, a successful entrepreneur, student entrepreneur.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to the success of your business and your success as well as a whole. Alright, so once again, thank you so much to our special guest, the first runner-up of the previous Mr. and Miss LPU Davao 2020. So we would like to thank once again Jinky for our apparel for this afternoon. This is from Clothing by Jinky. So let's mention our sponsors because this event would not be possible without them.
Thank you so much, Tan Ramirez Ventures and Development Corporation.
Thank you so much as well to Gluta Palace Beauty Lounge.
Thank you so much then to Clean Dental Clinic Davao. Giving you excellent service is our top priority.
And Minute Burger, #your happy place.
Thank you so much, Creeper. Learning is fun with Creeper.
And also thank you so much to Smart Live More. Alright, thank you so much once again to our sponsors and thank you so much to our special guest for gracing this segment with your presence. And we would like to remind everyone to keep on using our official hashtag for this Foundation Week. #LPU Davao Foundation Week 2021.
And of course, #LPU Davao Pasundayag 2021.
And #LPU Davao LeadCon 2021.
And of course, we would like to thank all the people working on site and working from home in making this segment possible.
Regnum 2021, cultivating excellence, building on strength.
Once again, I'm John.
And I'm Patricia.
This has been LPU Talks.
Alright, thank you so much, Jane.